Sooner Scoop HD.
Day for you last Saturday. Obviously 11 carries, 113 yards, 2 touchdowns. How do you feel like you've progressively been able to build upon your performance week after week?
I think it just comes back to starting over every week, putting the past games behind and just continuing to work. You know what I'm saying? Coach talks about all the time. We got to have that windshield mentality, and that's what I've done. I think my work all from the summer, winter, coming into it led to as well as my offensive line playing really well, led to that game.
Now, everybody in the running back room seems to be running the ball really effectively right now. How much of a testament is that to you guys as individuals and the work you put in, and how much of a testament is that to Coach Murray?
It's definitely a testament to us. You know, Coach Murray does a good job of us knowing our schemes, knowing the offense for the week. But I also would say that's a big testament to the O-line. You know, the O-line, I think they did a great job of stepping up to the challenge and really playing really well last game.
I don't want to dwell too much on last year, but is this sort of what you felt like last year was going to be for you?
Most definitely. I think last year I had some things to do mentally with my game that I overcame this year that has allowed me to play as well as I have.
When Coach Levy talks about kind of winning those one-on-ones where you can be open field, how do you work on that throughout the season as far as getting up to speed?
I think winning those battles have kind of been something I was born with. My dad out there getting me cutting on cones when I was younger. But being able to just simulate it in practice, seeing someone in the hole in practice and knowing my moves, watching film, it slows the game down where you know where this defender, whether he's a low tackler or a high tackler, you know what moves he's going to make when he breaks down to counteract your moves.
What do you see from Kansas State? They have a highly regarded defense. What's your thoughts on it?
I think they play really hard. You know what I'm saying? I think this is a good team we're going to play. It's a great rivalry for us. I remember last year going to their house and playing. It was a great game. I think they play really hard. They run to the ball well. So I think they're a really good defense.
3 games into it, how's Dylan settling in as a leader quarterback?
You know, I think he's catching his groove. You know what I'm saying? I talk about it all the time. He's the one that's played a full season in this offense, so he kind of knows it like the back of his hand. He's really showing everybody, you know, in-game system, well, we got to hurry up. Well, this might not work like that in games, but he's definitely been a great general for this offense, and he's doing well.
You being a transfer yourself, how hard is it to come in, winner, and just try to, get yourself a part of the team, try to get to know the guys?
You know, it's different. I think Dylan did a great job in the summer, with those camps that he had us, those retreats that he had us go on, just to build camaraderie. And I think it's shown throughout the season. You see the connection that he has with us, the connection he has with the O-line, with the receivers. It's not something that you build overnight, and that's something that he did a great job when he first got here.
When you got maybe the text or whatever about those retreats, what was your reaction like from your quarterback?
I had never experienced that before. I've been around some quarterbacks that most quarterbacks just they feel like they're the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? They don't really have to do that. For him to do that, I was like, a retreat in Lawton? Where's Lawton? But I definitely think it was a great time. It was great for us just to bond and get to know each other.
Did you know you could go 61 yards?
I didn't. I don't think he did. I don't think he knew he could go 61 yards. I was on the sideline like, he's going to go out of bounds. And he scored, and I was going crazy.
He said he did know. He said he wears the blue jersey out here. None of you guys knew anything.
What does it do when you have a quarterback that can run? How does that add to the rushing attack?
It definitely puts it takes the pressure off of me running the ball. Those guys have to account for Dylan now in the run game. So they can't fly down and just expect me to be running the ball. They have to account for him pulling the ball. So they keep those safeties back and allow me to win those one-on-one battles down the field.
I heard those reports today about the future of Bedlam once you guys go to the SEC. I know it's old news at this point, but is that something you still hear guys talking about in the locker room, or is it just something you guys have put behind you at this point?
That's kind of the first I've heard about it from you. We've kind of put that behind us. You know what I'm saying, the windshield mentality. We're just focused on each week, the opponent that we have each week. Coach talks about, you got to learn a new DNA every week. So we're just focused on this week, focused on Kansas State.
Jaron talked about the windshield mentality as well. Where's that come from?
Coach V is big. When we go into the team meeting, he has a car with a windshield mentality, showing where we're going. He's big on leaving your pass in the rearview mirror. Don't look in the rearview mirror, because if you're driving a car and you're looking at the rearview mirror, you're going to put it in a ditch. So if you're just like in life, your past mistakes you got to keep behind. You got to look through the windshield and keep going forward.
Speaking of that, what was it like to see Wanye back out there?
Wanye is a good friend of mine, coming from Tennessee with me. We were there together as freshmen. Being able to see him back on the field was so great for me. He's a great just a great guy. He loves to play the game, and seeing him back out there was very good for me.
What about the other guy that came with y'all from Tennessee, Key Morris? He went and got himself a pick this past week.
Yep, another great guy. You know, a younger guy came in when we were sophomores, but definitely Key is a great friend of mine. Just being able to see all of us excel at this school, all of us coming together to see us excel is very good for all of us.
How much does that make the?
You have any thoughts on what the LEDs do for you guys as a team, or what they do for the crowd, or how much fun it's going to be when the 7 o'clock kickoff?
Well, I can talk about it on the other side. When you see those LED go off and you're on the other side of it, you're on that other sideline, it's like, oh snap, we're in it now. We're in here now, because I remember playing in a stadium, the LEDs going off, and I was like, oh no, I'm scared. I'm a little scared now. So it's definitely good. It definitely plays a part in the home atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? It gets the crowd going, which is all a part of it.
Do you remember which stadium that was?
It was when I was at Tennessee, we played Bama. At Bama.
Okay.
Were you thrown off by the lights on?
I definitely was. I didn't know. I knew they were working on them, but I didn't know it was like that.
Go back to Wanya and Key. How much does it make that transition process easier when you do transfer over here to have them with you?
The crazy thing is, none of us planned on coming here together. It was kind of like Wanya, and then I remember talking to Key, and I was like, Key, you're young. You don't need to transfer. You can just wait it out. And then Key went, and then somehow I came. So it was all like, dang, we all went to the same school, but it was great. It was a good transition for us because we knew each other already. We didn't have to, you know, kind of learn new friends right off the bat. We kind of knew each other, so we kind of hung around each other when we first got here. So it was great.
Sooner Scoop HD.